MusicSchoolPrep.com. Lesson 8. Note and rest values. Notes and rests are simply durations of either pitch or silence. Here is a whole note. It is an open oval. A half note is also an open oval, but with a stem. And notice the names: whole note and half note. A half note is half the duration of a whole note, and this relationship of halves will continue throughout these lessons. Along with the notes and rests are fractional notation to help understand the relationship these notes and rests have towards one another. Here is a quarter note. It is a filled oval with a stem. Quarter notes are half the duration of a half note, so 2 quarter notes take the same amount of time as 1 half note. Here is an eighth note. It is a filled oval with a stem and a flag. Eighth notes are half the duration of a quarter note, so 2 eighth notes take the same amount of time as a quarter note. 16th notes have 1 more flag than eighth notes, and 32nd notes have 1 more than that. 16th notes are half the duration of eighth notes, and 32nd notes are half the duration of 16th notes, just like the relationship between the others. Notice how the notation seems to grow as the notes get smaller, from an open oval to an oval with a stem, then filled oval, and then flags. Rests behave in the same manner. Here are the rests. They are matched up with their counterparts to help understand that they represent the same amount of time. The only difference is, notes are to be played, and rests are to be silenced. When using eighth notes or notes in smaller value in one beat's place, it is common and helpful to the player or reader to use beams to group them together, instead of each note having their individual flag, as shown in this example. Dotted notes. Dotted notes are notes whose value is increased by 1/2. In this example, there are to be 4 beats. Where there would be 2 beamed eighth notes for beats 2 and 4, there are only single eighth notes. This is because the dotted quarter notes being played on beats 1 and 3 are taking 1.5 times as long as they would regularly take. Another way to think about it is that a dotted quarter note takes the same duration of time as 3 eighth notes. Ties. A tie is a curved line that is used to notate when one note is played but held for the length of time of all notes tied together. In this example, the first G would be played once and held for all 4 beats. Why not just use a whole note for this? There are plenty of reasons, one of which will be discussed in our next lesson.